Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning. It's very early to be making a video, but for me anyways. But I just wanted to come on while there was like sunlight outside because, we got some snow yesterday, then it rained, melted and goes freezing, and now the sun is out. And today we're supposed to get more freezing rain and snow, but currently the sun is out. And this is the calm before the storm, so to speak. So I figured I would utilize the fact that we have some actual natural sunlight and bring Monroe out and show you her while I chat, and also congratulate everybody out there who brought home a new edition this year, and just really appreciate the joy in that. I think that it's very exciting for everyone. I don't care what kind of doll you brought home, it doesn't matter. Even if you're just bringing home accessories and things, props, things that help you enjoy the hobby even more, I think it's wonderful. I truly, truly think it's wonderful. I think that reminding ourselves of even the littlest of things can be really amazing. And I appreciate all levels of this hobby. And for me, this year was surprisingly, different than the last couple of years for me because of the fact that I've just got this renewed passion for reborns, and I'm just starting to feel a little bit differently, and I think I'm entering a new phase in my collecting. I really do, and I think that's really exciting. But it also helps me recognize, the excitement, and reminds me of the excitement of what it's like to bring home new editions and fall in love all over again. And I don't know, I think it's a beautiful thing. I do. And it helps me really appreciate what I have, and the fact that I've been able to have Monroe in my collection. I feel very blessed. I feel so fortunate. Y'all have heard that from me time and time again, but it really is true. I do truly feel that way about this baby. She's very special, and as much as I'm enjoying bringing home new reborns, and I really, really am, I also have to take the moment and really appreciate what I have as well, like Miss Monroe here. She's an amazing, amazing work of art. And I love her so much, even with the new additions. I know I was saying that I felt differently, and I do. It's going to be an adjustment to split my attention, so to speak. Kind of like children, right? Like your real children. But I still just look at her and I'm in awe. I'm in awe. It's crazy to me, 3.5 years later, after enjoying this doll, how special she still is to me. It's nuts. I would have never, if you told me this even just 10 years ago into my collecting, 10 years in, a little over 10 years in, 11 years in, that I would find a doll that I would hold on to for this length of time. And yet here we are. It just goes to show that this hobby is so unexpected. You just never know. And I have said this, when you least expect it, sometimes that's when new babies come your way. When you don't plan for it, when you just kind of go with the flow, when you're content, another baby will just literally come into your life. It's true. This hobby is so almost mysterious in that way. And I don't know how it happens, it just does. And I've told many people that get, levels of frustration when they're trying to find that baby or find a special baby, that patience pays off, and just having the knowledge behind knowing that there's always going to be another baby out there. It's something that I learned quite a long time ago out of my own frustration through my own journey of realizing that the more I stressed about it, the less likely I was to actually find the special baby. I don't know how, I don't even know exactly the moment that it happened, of course. All I can tell you is that the moment I realized that if I just kind of let things happen, the better my chances are of actually finding a special baby. I never knew I'd find her. I never knew I'd find her. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, and look at how her silicone moves. It's just so beautiful. She really is just such a beautiful baby. And I just love watching her silicone movement. But I somehow started to understand that as the hobby grew, as the number of artists grew, I knew that the number of pieces to collect would also increase in number, and that if I didn't stress about finding the right baby, finding the perfect baby, even though that was the underlying goal, that it would come. And it changed my whole perspective. Look at that sweet girl. I love when she, like the look of her bringing her hands to her face, because that's what newborns do. They have their hands up by their face. But honestly speaking, that is the key, is understanding that you don't always get the babies that you want when you want them. And I guess it's kind of like real life. Babies come on their own time. People tell us that if you've ever been pregnant waiting to go into labor, that's the most common thing people say, including doctors, midwives. They'll always tell you babies come on their own time. And I feel like that's kind of the way it is in this hobby. Babies come at their own time. They come when they're ready to enter your life, and you will almost always find another baby, even when you missed out on an auction you didn't win, or couldn't get on a list for an artist's work. The secondary market is the most beautiful thing in this hobby. It really is. It's how I think I've acquired the best dolls I've ever had in my collection through the secondary market. It's a scary place to be because there's always scammers, but as long as you're cautious and do your homework, I think getting to know the community and know who's who is gonna be the way people purchase on the secondary market, sell, buy, transactions on the secondary market of all kinds. The way you do it safely is just getting to know the community and just not being, you know, don't jump at the first opportunity. Do your homework. Don't be rushed. If someone doesn't want to buy from you, if you don't make a split decision immediately, then walk away. But the secondary market is really, truly a magical thing, because you just never know when someone needs to sell their doll, or they're ready for something different and they need to sell their doll to buy a new. All the different reasons why we sell on our dolls, right? There's a bazillion reasons. But that's a wonderful thing, because without the secondary market, most of us would not be able to buy these dolls and afford them. Even me at times. Like I can technically afford to buy a brand new doll directly from any of the artists out there. I could, but I choose not to. I'd prefer to wait and buy from the secondary market if possible, when possible. It really just depends, but I just think that our hobby is a magical place. I said this in yesterday's video, and I truly believe it. I really, truly believe that we have the most magical hobby out there. These babies bring us so much joy, and I know that there are so many other hobbies. I know that, you know, I collect many things, but this particular hobby has a uniqueness to it that makes it more special than any hobby I've ever had any encounter with or any involvement in, I guess you could say. Like this baby, she literally just is joy. She's joy right here. And I'm moving her around because I want you to see how her silicone moves, because it's really so beautiful and so lifelike. It's probably why I like the silicone medium so much, because when I pick her up, when I move her around, when I just maneuver her, she really feels like a living baby should when you're moving them around. And her head being so floppy, like it's just a natural, baby movement and how they would be. I just think that she's just so precious. All silicone babies are precious. All babies of all mediums, I think, are absolutely gorgeous and amazing and wonderful. Even if I don't love a sculpt, I appreciate the art that went into it. I appreciate that it's a beautiful piece of artwork. There's just a huge appreciation there. And I'm just wrapping up my year with videos with appreciation for every single artist out there who puts their heart and soul into the dolls they make. Every collector who supports the artist's work and has such a passion to acquire and bring home these amazing, beautiful babies. I think our community is a wonderful community. Yes, we have our ups and downs. We have our, we have our disagreements and squabbles, and maybe we don't get along with everybody in the community. But I have to say that as a community, on the whole, it's a beautiful community. For the most part, my experiences and interactions are always positive. I receive a lot of support from the community in many ways. And I believe that, you get what you put into it. And if you have, a healthy respect for everybody in the community, you'll get that back. Maybe not 100%, but for the most part. And that's really been my experience. It really has. And that's important to me because this is my happy place. I want to keep it my happy place. I know that there's going to be ups and downs and uncomfortable things or things that go wrong. But I really appreciate having this place. I think it's really why I've stuck around as long as I have. I truly believe that's a big part of how I've stayed with this hobby so long, and that's a question many people have asked me over and over again. It's probably one of the most frequently asked questions is, how have you stayed in this community so long when there's turmoil that happens and scammers that happen and things that go wrong, the negative side of that. And there's that, yes. And that does affect me, and I have my times where I step back and I just need a break. But it never keeps me away long because it's truly for me about the love and the art and appreciation of these dolls. I've built a lot of really wonderful relationships, friendships, and I'm very fortunate to have had that experience as well. And I've learned I take the good with the bad. Like, the bad passes, and it also helps you appreciate when the good things happen. So, when I finally get to bring home a new doll after however long it's been, or finding a sculpt that really speaks to me and I can be excited about it, watching my friends bring home dream dolls they've just been yearning to have, and they find it and they get to bring it home. It's a very beautiful thing to me, and I 100% mean when I say that I'm truly happy for every person that gets to bring home an amazing doll that they've wanted so much. That's the fun of it. That's the beauty of this. That's what keeps me going, even when I'm not buying dolls. It's what keeps it exciting for me, is watching others and their joy. It's an important part of this hobby for me, and I know some people have said, well, how can you really be happy for somebody when you don't get new things all the time? Well, I don't know how to explain it, guys, but it is truly how I feel. It's not me exaggerating. I feel joy for my friends and fellow collectors when they get to experience a doll that they've wanted for a very long time, or the first time they experience silicone. Like, I've watched collectors this year that swore they'd never have a silicone doll, experience it for the first time, and be utterly wowed by it. And that to me is it's just amazing. It's awesome to watch somebody experience a new medium for the very first time. There's just something so, there's something so beautiful about it. And I
feel joy over that. And I don't have to be best friends with people and super close with them to experience joy from other collectors. I really don't. I don't even have to be on good terms with somebody. I can still appreciate their joy for a new doll. You know, I can set aside anything that, you know, is going on in the community, and I can really truly be happy for somebody that's received something new, experiencing something new. You know, it's just, that's the difference of this hobby, I think. I just think this community is just so unique. We're all very different. We all experience different things, but I think on the whole, our feelings, how we truly feel about these babies is just so similar. It's just crazy. I don't know. And I'm going to grab, real quick before I end the video, because I'm at 15 minutes, I'm going to grab Melody, because I have her out here as well. And I want to I just want to see how she looks in this light. There she is. Hello, sweet girl. So here's Mel. This baby is just the most beautiful baby. Her coloring is very similar in the tones. She's got even more pink than Monroe, I've noticed. But this baby is just beautiful. She really, she curls right up, you guys. Like, she just literally is a little curled up little baby. And as the sun is coming in and out of the clouds around us, I see, and I notice now that I bring her out, each time I bring her out into natural light, I see more details about the painting of this baby. Like, I also see more of the baby peach fuzz that the artist had applied. She's even got it around her ears. Like, it's just, I don't know, she's so unique and beautifully painted. I don't know if anybody will ever truly be able to experience how beautiful this particular baby is, because they won't see her in person. But I have to tell you, like, she is truly painted as a newborn, and I think she's one of the most beautiful new newborns that I've seen painted in a long time. And I just appreciate that so much. But there she is. She is quite heavy, but as I hold her, she truly feels like a newborn baby should feel when you hold them, and in the weight distribution of the baby. And she just, like, she's just a little peanut curled up. She's a really good size, but, you know, in comparison to Monroe, she really is a very similar size, I guess, in a way, in length and size, just proportioned differently. So there, look at her. It's probably not going to give you the best, but yeah, she's beautiful, you guys. She really is. I'm enjoying all of my babies, and I feel very blessed. Look at that face, you guys. She's gorgeous. She really is. She's gorgeous. Monroe's gorgeous. I'm a lucky mommy. I really am. I'm just putting her down in her basket that I have set over here. Gosh, she's gorgeous. I don't know if anybody's going to ever really know how beautiful that baby is, because it's just hard to capture in video. But I'm going to do my best. I will be getting a new phone this year. I plan on it, with a better camera. That'll help. But anyways, I just want to wrap this video up. Thank you for sticking around if you stuck with me this long. I just want people to know that I appreciate all of you guys. I do. This community of ours is pretty special, and if we remind ourselves of that, I think that maybe it kind of hits the reset button, so to speak, so we can appreciate one another, respect one another, and then move forward and continue to enjoy the hobby. That's kind of where I'm at. And I have exciting new things coming this year, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I just want to say thank you to everybody that supports
sticks with me, follows my channel. I love you all. And so I hope you're having a great week. I am off this week, so I'm feeling like very happy about that. So I am purposely taking extra time that I would not be able to take because I'd be working, to really enjoy every moment of these beautiful works of art that I can. I feel very blessed. I'm enjoying it, and I'm just soaking it up because I just go with the flow, guys, and that's how I feel. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for always being here. Monroe, Melody, Penny, and I, and Amy Webb too. We don't want to forget my Amy. We will see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.